I am Virgil Hollender. I was a DP2 on the USS Simon Lake. We were off in our own little world, you know, what I did. A lot of the ships came and went. I actually bumped into people. One of my friends from high school came in on the Kennedy, and we got together. I got to interact. I wouldn't say make friends with, because we interacted and then lost touch with each other. But I interacted a lot with people. One of the funny stories from, I guess, from my shore duty days. I guess I was still in E3 at the time. I don't think I'd made it E4. I was fairly new. I was already doing some of the programming as well as some of the operation of the computer. But the chief, one of the carriers pulled in. If I tell you the name of the carrier, I'll probably make a mistake, but I know it was one of the two. Anyway, one of the carriers pulled in, a smaller carrier. Pulled up to Pier 7. Our office was right off of Pier 7. The chief had got a couple of the guys, told me to grab a couple boxes, and we put them in the back of the pickup truck, the department pickup truck. He said, take it over to the pier, which is about as far as from here to the stop sign, leaving the parking lot here where we're at. It wasn't very far to the pier, and then you drove up the pier by the brow. And I get out and take one of the boxes. I was told it was a swapping of supplies. So I carry one of the boxes up the brow, and that's my first time ever doing it. Request permission to come aboard. I salute the ensign first, do that stuff. And the OD says, asked me what, and I told him I'm supposed to swap some supplies with your computer division. Oh, okay, do you know where it's at? No, sir. All right, I'll call them. They had somebody come up. And they helped, and we brought some supplies in, out. And when we were done swapping those things, they said, have a cup of coffee. Tell us what there is to see here at Buffett. So I'd go down, sipping on some coffee. We're just shooting the shit, as they say in the Navy. And all of a sudden I hear, shift colors. Now, maybe I was only an E3 that hadn't been stationed on the ship yet, but I knew what that meant. And I probably turned white as a ghost. And I looked at them. I said, no. Where are we going? And they just started laughing. And I jump up, and I go out to the hangar deck, and you can see us pulling away from the pier. And they are laughing. And all these thoughts are going through my head. I know what the punishment is for ship's movement. They taught us that in boot camp. But what's my punishment for being on a ship when it gets underway and I'm not supposed to be? By the way, I'd like to tell people that I was never stationed on an aircraft carrier, but my first time ever getting underway was on one. And the last time, to date, that I've gotten underway on a Navy ship is also a carrier. But I was never stationed on one. So I'm thinking, I guess I'm going to have to try to get off with the pilot. I knew about harbor pilots. I don't remember why. That means I'm going to have to go up to the bridge. I'm going to have to face the commanding officer of this. I'm in so much trouble. And they're just laughing at me. And we pull out from the pier, and then we pull around to the other side of the pier. And when they drop they tie up, they drop the brow, I go straight to the brow, request permission to leave the ship. It's not Liberty call yet. Sir, I don't belong on this ship. See that pickup truck down there? That's what I belong in. And that pier, that building at the end of the pier, that's what. Then what were you doing on board? Sir, it's a long story. I don't think you want to hear it. He just looked at me and shook his head, granted. and I go down the brow, and I get in the pickup truck, and I go back. I pick up one of the boxes and take it in, and the chief says, "Hollender, what the hell took you so long?" And now I'm an E3, and he's the chief. And I said, "Chief, don't give me that shit. And you can get somebody else to carry these boxes in." And I put it down, and I went over to my desk and he just was laughing. So, needless to say, I believe I was set up. And they had a lot of fun with it. And I got underway.